How can we normalize putting change into our business? How can we make it easier for people to accept change? How can we make it more simple for our whole organization and tools and teams to navigate change in a time when change is the new normal? And on top of that, if we're going to grow personally or professionally or business-wise, change is the normal. So good morning, everybody. Ruby says, change is hard. We know change is hard. The challenge is navigating and managing it in the context of what you need to do. And as I say, if you're trying to grow a business, what got you to $5 million will not get you to 10. What got you to 10 will not get you to 20, and so on forever. It is a navigation of change that a lot of people, a lot of businesses find challenging because it is hard to change anything. It's hard to change us. It's hard to change humans. It's hard to change anything that we do. We get comfortable, we get used to things. Even for the folks that are the early adopters who come in and look at new things all the time, sometimes that's really hard. They can't do it in the way they want to do it. So structurally, what does change mean for us as a business? And so how do we navigate that? Do we have a bunch of early adopters who want to jump in with both feet and make those changes? Do we have a bunch of laggards who don't want to change anything ever? It's kind of interesting to note what that looks like. And then how do you overlay that on the actual practices you have to do? Because right now, if you're in marketing, change is constant, but the pace of change has never been faster. In the history of marketing, never been faster than it is right now. In sales, people have changed a lot in the last 5 years. Human beings at our core still have we don't change that much. But the behaviors that we have relative to what's going on around us, the inputs that happen to us, that's what changes. Thus, my thesis that it's getting way harder to get in front of people who don't want to get in front of you. So how do you make that part of your go-to-market? How do you help people navigate that who may need your stuff? They may need what you do. So thinking about change is navigating who do you have at the table, what needs to change, how should we change it? How fast should we change it? And then what's going to be the outcome of those changes? So today, think about that. Think about how you're going to navigate change, whatever that change is in your business, because it's going to be something that you have to think very deeply about, map to, and then ultimately understand why. Why are we changing anything? What's our goal? What's the outcome? If you can get there, the rest of it gets a little bit easier. Not a lot easier, but a little bit easier. Change is hard. People are weird. Ruby knows that. Have a good one. Walking and talking with Ruby.